Welcome to Lydia's Lunch Bunch, Western Maine edition with Mark and Pam, where we spotlight the people, businesses, and stories shaping communities in Oxford, Norway, South Paris, West Paris, and beyond. We're expanding the conversation while keeping the same mission, highlighting the people making a difference in our region. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
Coming up in just a bit, we're going to play our interview with West Paris Old Home Days organizers Kimberly Poland, who is the founder and president of Poland Media Group, and Jeff Holley, founder and owner of Ripple Retreat. Before we get to that, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, June 18th.
The Sun-Journal reports that the Auburn City Council voted unanimously to adopt a resolution to meet the city's housing shortfall by setting a goal of 1,300 new housing units by 2031. The hope is that 70% of the units will be affordable to households earning 80% or less of the city's median income, which is nearly $67,000 in 2024.
Maine Health received a $1.1 million federal grant to research the impact of PFAS exposure in children. PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, are found in many consumer products. They've also been detected in food and water supplies throughout the country. The grant will fund research into whether forever chemicals increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, and other health issues.
Nomination papers for Lewiston municipal offices will be available on Monday. Positions on the November 3rd ballot include Mayor, City Council Wards 2, 4, and 6, and School Committee Wards 1, 3, 5, and 7. Completed nomination papers must be filed with the City Clerk's office by Thursday, August 20th at 4 p.m. More information is available at lewistonmaine.gov.
And Benny's Beef owner, TJ Castiello, has partnered with the Lewiston Recreation Department to host a skateboard extravaganza. The event will take place on July 12th at the Kennedy Park Skate Park from noon to 3 p.m. There will be food, music, and raffles, as well as Castiello giving new skateboards to at least 30 kids.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, love it. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
We'll have rain throughout the day today, high of 66 and a low of 56. Partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 74 and a low of 59. Clouds with afternoon rain on Saturday with highs approaching 70.
In sports, newsflash.
Surprise.
Surprise. The Red Sox have lost again, 3-0 to the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday. They'll play again this afternoon at 1:30 at Fenway Park. And the Red Sox do have the worst home record in Major League Baseball. They just can't win at Fenway Park for some reason.
Man, oh man. Are you still actively watching?
Kind of.
You should stop. Maybe that's the reason.
Maybe I should passively watch. Just like have it on but not pay attention.
Yeah.
Right? That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for June the 18th, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start off with a guy who was born in New Hampshire, but he is a certified Mainer. Ray LaMontagne is 53 years old today.
Let's get him on the podcast.
That'd be great.
I love Ray LaMontagne.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll put it in the works.
Yeah.
We'll get JC on it.
I was going to say, get on that, Mark, but no, he's already passed the buck.
I'm passing the buck. Ray's most recent album, Long Way Home, was released in 2024. He was inspired to create music after hearing an album by Stephen Stills. Critics have compared LaMontagne's music to that of Otis Redding, Beck, Pink Floyd, and Van Morrison.
Right. I'm surprised, I guess maybe not surprised, you skipped over country singer Blake Shelton's birthday today.
Did I?
The big 5-0.
All right.
He's a big country singer. Yeah, he's married to Gwen Stefani. There we go.
Stefani.
He's married to Gwen Stefani.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a coach on The Voice for many seasons as well.
Oh,
He's,
all right.
he's funny. He always has something in his drink.
I'm sure he does. Isabella Rossellini is 74 years old today. She is the daughter of Swedish actress Ingrid Bergman and Italian film director Roberto Rossellini. She had her breakthrough role in David Lynch's Blue Velvet in 1986. She's also appeared in Death Becomes Her, Wild at Heart, and Wyatt Earp. And she also voiced the ambassador in The Incredibles 2.
Very cool. I loved that movie, Wyatt Earp. Great movie.
Carol Kane, 74 years old today. She gained recognition for her role in Hester Street, and she received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. She also became known in the 70s and 80s in films like Dog Day Afternoon, Annie Hall, When a Stranger Calls, The Princess Bride, Scrooged, and Flashback. And she's also appeared on one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, Taxi, in the early 80s as Simca Gravis, the wife of Latka, the character played by legendary comic Andy Kaufman. And rounding out FPBs for June the 18th is Paul McCartney.
We all know that name.
We've heard of that guy.
Household name.
He's 84 years old today.
All right.
You might have heard of the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played bass and keyboards, and he sang for the Beatles. His songwriting partnership with John Lennon is the most successful in music history. Paul taught himself how to play piano and guitar and songwriting as a teenager and is one of 3 recording artists, along with Phil Collins and Michael Jackson, to have sold over 100 million records, both as a solo artist and as a principal member of a band. His honors include 2 inductions into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Beatles in 1988 and as a solo artist in 1999. He's also won an Academy Award, a Primetime Emmy, 19 Grammys, an appointment as a member of the Order of the British Empire in 1965, and an appointment as Knight Bachelor in 1997 for services to music.
Look at him go.
Yeah,
He's still going, isn't he?
I think he is.
Yeah.
You can't top Paul McCartney, so we're going to leave it there for FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
16 years ago in 2010, Toy Story 3 was released. That's the one where Andy goes to college and the toys almost die.
That was horrifying.
Horrifying.
Brought my kids to that, and I'm like, what is going on?
They're traumatized.
My goodness.
Toy Story 4 came out in 2019, and Toy Story 5 comes out tomorrow. Also 16 years ago in 2010, a double-sided sheet of paper that John Lennon hand-wrote the Beatles song, A Day in the Life, sold for $1.2 million for a piece of paper.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
My favorite Beatles song.
Let's see. 26 years ago, in the year 2000, Tiger Woods won the U.S. Open for the first time by a record 15 strokes. He won it again in 2002 and 2008.
Were you a golfer back then?
No, not really. No, I didn't. Not like I am now, so I didn't really pay much attention, but you couldn't avoid it. You definitely heard about it everywhere you went. That was the one where he was only 19 years old?
I believe so.
Yeah, crazy. 41 years ago in 1985, Weird Al Yankovic released his 3rd album, Dare to Be Stupid, featuring his Madonna parody, Like a Surgeon, his Kinks parody, Yoda, and his cover of the George of the Jungle theme.
You know, I'm surprised there is not a successor to Weird Al. Like, there's no one that does what he did or continues to do. I think Weird Al is still active.
I mean, I think it's rare that he's become so successful. Do you think it would happen again?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, especially in the 80s, he was very unique. And we have a lot of people on social media doing song parodies now, but Weird Al just carved out such a singular space in the music universe for himself.
Definitely did.
Became hugely successful.
He did. 43 years ago, in 1983, the astronaut Sally Ride became America's first woman in space. 59 years ago, in 1967, the Jimi Hendrix Experience made their U.S. debut at the Monterey Pop Festival. At the end of their set, Jimmy set his guitar on fire and became an overnight superstar. Just for that?
Well, I think his
Can't be
set
just
might have
for
had
that.
something to do with it, too. He was a pretty talented guitarist
He
and
was.
songwriter.
And lastly, 153 years ago in 1873, Susan B. Anthony was fined $100 for attempting to vote in the 1872 presidential election between Ulysses S. Grant and Horace Greeley. She refused to pay the fine. Women could finally vote 47 years later in 1920 with the 19th Amendment.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for June the 18th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle, but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. Mark and JC taking the show on the road once again. It is Lydia's Lunch Bunch, Western Maine edition, and we want to thank Dave and Ollie for opening the upstairs of Oxford Hills Mercantile to us. That is where we are recording from right now in Dave's piano room. We were joking last time about Ollie maybe laying down on the piano while Dave plays and sings a song. Maybe Ollie will chime in with a few howls. We don't know. I don't know. You get upstairs in this place and your imagination just runs wild. You're looking at the walls going, where did that come from? Why is that there? It's just, it is an amazing store. Yeah. We certainly encourage anybody to stop by, say hi, and try some tea while you're here as well. We are talking West Paris Old Home Days today, and joining us is Jeff Holley. Jeff is not only a resident of West Paris, he's also the owner of Ripple Retreat.
Yes, sir.
Which we are going to get into a little bit, and chair of the West Paris Old Home Days Committee. So you know a little bit about this event.
Just a little.
All right, good. We are also joined by Kimberly Poland, West Paris Old Home Days Committee and owner of Poland Media Group. She grew up in West Paris and went to West Paris Old Home Days as a kid.
Every year.
All right.
Something to look forward to.
So let's get right into it. I'm not familiar with West Paris Old Home Days. What exactly is it? What's it all about?
Well, it started back in 1957 when the community came together once a year during the summer to celebrate community. And it developed into a 3-day affair that ran all the way up until 2014. And in 2014 was their last one that they had. I recently moved here about 4.5 years ago, and I've heard all about West Paris Old Home Days and how fun it was and how nice it was to get out and meet your neighbors and get involved in the community. So I thought, why not? Last December I said, I'll throw my hat in and let's bring it back. And here we go. It's now scheduled for June 27th from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
The first one in 12 years.
Yes, sir.
Happening, and all because you wanted to bring it back.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your history here in West Paris and what makes it such a special community.
Well, I have I've served in the military for 27 years, and I've lived all over the world. And I got to Maine for the first time in my life 4.5 years ago, and I found West Paris, and it's such a beautiful community, and just fell in love with it. Purchased a home and have made it my hometown. So, and that's one of the things that happens when you're in the military and you're serving. You lose your hometown.
Right.
Well, West Paris has welcomed me with open arms, and I love it. So I've heard the need for bringing back West Paris Old Home Days, and I thought, yeah, I could do that.
I love that story, and thank you for sharing it. How would you describe the community of West Paris to someone who's never been here before?
Bedroom community and quiet. Great neighbors. People actually go out and they meet their neighbors. There are no businesses in the heart of West Paris itself. It used to be a logging community and was thriving back in the day, but those logging mills have shut down and the community has gotten quiet. It's a town of approximately 1,800, And it's a nice hometown, quiet bedroom community.
What does that mean? I've never heard that term before, bedroom community.
Just a town that's made up of just homes and with no businesses, pretty much.
Okay. Kimberly, would you like to add anything to Jeff's description?
Well, to Jeff's point, being a bedroom community, I remember the town as growing up here in West Paris in a very different way to what it is today. It used to be a thriving community with mills and banks and stores. And so what Jeff is pointing out is that people used to just stay right in the community. Now, being a bedroom community means that people come here. That's where they have dinner, they live, but then to go to work, they're leaving. And so when you have a town like that, sometimes it's hard to maintain that community. For example, I know all of my neighbors. Somebody else in town may not have that same experience because they haven't spent their entire life there, or maybe they do just live there and go out to work. So Old Home Days is meant to revive that spirit of community and getting to know each other in a less formal, social way.
And you have been attending West Paris Old Home Days since you were a kid. It went away for a long time, and now it's coming back. What does that mean to you personally?
I think it's exciting. Jeff asked me to join him on the committee and help out reviving this, and I was excited to help because it means that the town will continue as a thriving community is what I'd like to see it do. And I'm excited to have kids be able to come and experience all of that fun and festivities, as well as adults, and have everybody get together and just have some laughs and good times. And, we've got some of the old games that I remember and things from Old Home Days from past, such as the jail. There's like a mimic jail where you can pay a fee and somebody has to sit in the jail and they can buy their way out. And I just remember that as, a kid where we would go to Old Home Days and somebody would definitely pay to have my dad jailed and he'd have to buy his way out. And it was just fun. You'd laugh about it just like you are now because it was a way to raise money in the community and just have some fun. I'm excited that we're doing an apple pie contest and Cooper Farms is sponsoring it. And they've really gone the extra mile where they're giving people bags of apples that are going to participate to make the pie. I think that's really very cool and very community minded to make that happen. So I'm excited for that. All the people that, make the pies thereafter, we're going to sell them either as pies or slices to raise money for the community. Jeff's lined up all kinds of bands for the day so that there's entertainment all day long. We've got the Snowmobile Club, Mollyauket Sportsmen doing breakfast. Derby Hill is doing lunch. The firemen are doing dinner. So to me, that just represents that the town has really stepped up to the plate and that everybody's coming together to make this what I remember it as a kid. And Diane, also another member of our community and our committee, also promised me that at the end of the kids' parade, she's going to hand out the little ice cream sundaes with the wooden spoons, because that's what I got as a kid. So you can't have a kids' parade without them.
Oh, you're taking me back.
I know.
The taste of the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a free event for the community to attend?
Yes.
And just a day long full of activities and fun and camaraderie?
Absolutely. And we have over 30 vendors who have signed up as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Jeff, what was the reaction like when you started telling people that you're bringing this back?
Very supportive, very exciting. The locals that I talked to, they're grateful that this is being revived. And the support I've been getting has been just wonderful. I have 8 to 10 committee members almost at every meeting, and the support I've been getting has been great, from Kimberly to Steve and Lisa McCann. We have quite a committee that's been putting this together.
How are you feeling about it right about now? How's the preparation going? How are you?
I'm actually
Are you sleeping at night, is what I'm asking.
up until about 2 o'clock. Lately, it's been, yes. But no, now it's, the final stages are coming into play. The boxes have been checked, and yes, I'm feeling really good about it.
All right.
And people are very excited.
Awesome. Do you have any background in event organization?
Just the military.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a lot of discipline there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and yes, I've organized some events with the military before, and have been in the MC and things like that. So it's and with Ripple Retreat, it's a business that I'm developing, and in the past 4 years, I've held 3 concerts.
Wow.
And, the first concert was a 2-band concert to help raise money and awareness for Mary Ann Palmer, whose house burnt down in the community back in 2022. And then in 24, I held a all-day alcohol-free celebration that had 10 acts right there in my barn. There were 8 music acts. There were 4 full bands and 3 solo artists. And then I had an aerialist. And we had an amazing time doing that. And then last October, I threw a alcohol-free sober concert that was absolutely free. I had 2 bands that participated, and we rocked it.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So yeah, I have a little experience of putting things together.
Yeah. So what is Ripple Retreat all about?
Ripple Retreat is my dream. And as a service member, I have a passion to serve the community. I've served the nation. Then when I retired, I kind of lost that. And since I've gotten here, I realized I have I purchased the Benson's place there in West Paris, which is this big farm home and barn on 11 acres. And I thought, why don't I turn this into an event center or a retreat center? So I have. Opening in April of 2027. You'll be able to book it online as a retreat center during the weekends, or a non-alcohol event center. And during the week, it's a community wellness center that will offer yoga and holistic modalities. But the beauty of Ripple Retreat is I'm going to give 75% of all the profit it makes right back to the community. Half to the West Paris and half to a local charity.
Incredible.
It's amazing.
Why is it so important to you, Jeff, to not only have these events, but to make them alcohol-free?
I am a recovering alcoholic, 7 years sober.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got quite the history, and I'm grateful to be alive. And a good friend of mine who we served together in Iraq, he was killed by an IED 2 days after I got home. Well, his memory saved my life in 2018 down in Australia when I hit rock bottom. And after that, I started pushing myself to sobriety, and the day I turned 50 was the day I stopped drinking, and haven't looked back, and I am so grateful for that. Yeah. So now I have an opportunity, I have the experience and the knowledge to make this business that gives more than it receives. I mean, think about it. You go to a retreat center to find your inner self, to better yourself, and you invest that money into yourself, but you're also investing it into the community. Mm-hmm. Or a wedding, a father. You're spending a sunk cost to rent a space. How about that sunk cost going to the community? So,
thank you for sharing that story.
Yes, sir.
Getting back to Old Home Days.
Yes.
This is America's 250th celebration. A lot of celebrations going on throughout the country. Is that going to be the theme of Old Home Days?
It is, with starting off a children's parade, celebrating the 250 years, and they'll be able to march right down Kingsbury Street to the town office and receive those cups of ice cream. And
JC and I might be in line too.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just the wooden. There's something about that wooden spoon, right,
Yes.
Kimberly?
I know.
Right?
I know. It's the prize at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's something magical about that. It just takes you back.
It's
Yeah.
Americana, right?
It is.
So here we are doing the 250th year celebration, and that's very Americana to me.
Yes. What else is going on? I know we've covered a lot with West Paris Old Home Days. Did we miss anything as far as the activities going on or what people should know?
Well, in the morning, Maliaket Snowmobile Club is hosting breakfast starting at 8, and that'll be open for everyone, and there'll be vendors setting up, and once they're set up and we have the parade, we're going to roll into a ventriloquist is going to be performing up until 1, and then we have a beautiful Amy Stacy Curtis coming on to perform for us.
Former winner of Maine's Got Talent.
Yes.
We are very familiar with Amy and her story, and she is phenomenal. Yes.
And following Amy is Leah Hersom, a beautiful artist, and then after Leah is Brad Hooper. Sean McGuire and his partner, and then Brad Hooper, and after Brad, the ventriloquist is going to come back on for another hour. The last hour is being sponsored by the West Paris Baptist Church. Mm-hmm. Afterwards, we're doing the apple pie contest, and there'll be judging, and the winner will be announced, and then we will roll into Pop Rocks, a band starting at 5:30. They'll be playing from 5:30 to 7:30. And then at 8 o'clock, 8 to 10, will be the Black Cat Road. So there will be bands playing music, and during the day, you'll have an opportunity. There'll be cornhole, bounce house, smash a car. There'll be auctioning off parts on a car, like the windshield or the headlights, and then they'll announce the winners, and they'll get to grab a sledgehammer and smash a car.
What?
Yes.
I want a piece of that.
I know, sign me
That
up.
sounds awesome. It's like an outdoor rage room, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then there will be also the carnival-style games that will be in the center of the event that you all can participate in.
There's also the Derby Hill Race Club is providing lunch, first of all, that day. But they also are having Derby Hill open for kids to experience what it's like to do derby racing there, Derby Hill, right next to the town office in West Paris. So that's part of the festivities. We're bringing back the barrel rides for kids, which is free. Literally like a barrel train that goes around and the kids get to ride in. So a lot of the original barrels, the businesses are still in town or represented, and they have re-sponsored that. And then the remaining barrels that were either businesses that are no longer there or a couple of new barrels, we have gained new sponsors for as well. The other thing that is just very cool to me that the town has done is that outside of what we're doing for West Paris Old Home Days, the whole community has stepped up to make sure that there's just a fun spirit throughout the town that day. Mm-hmm. So the Bobcat Committee will be holding a community yard sale at Agnes Gray Elementary School. People are invited to either come that day or reserve a booth in advance would be best to have a yard sale there if they want to, and we already have several people signed up. I understand that there's quite a collection of Barbie dolls and Barbie toys coming from one of the folks, and I think tables are $20 for that. The West Paris Library, which is the little castle, is going to be open the entire day. I think it's from 9 to 6 with an open house. The West Paris Universalist Church is going to be open with an open house in the afternoon from 1 to 3, I believe. They will do a presentation on the stained glass windows in the church. They're Tiffany-inspired stained glass windows that are very beautiful, and they'll give the history of those and allow people to come in and view and learn all about them. The West Paris Historical Society is open that day as well. What are the hours, Jeff?
They're open from 10 to 4 and giving tours at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
And they have a full museum at the Historic Society that you can go through at your own leisure, but then there will be tours as well. Also, West Paris's Cal Ripken Miners 9 and 10-year-old boys baseball team will be hosting a game playing South Paris at 9 a.m.
9 a.m., yes.
in the West Paris ball field. And then at 3 p.m. will be the Babe Ruth softball team, girls softball team. I think that's 12 and up, and they will be hosting a game, playing to be determined who they're playing against, but it'll be against another local town. So it's just, going back to, you asked, like, what is exciting about this, or what makes me happy about this event coming back, and it's we're able to bring this back to a community after 12 years and get it back to what it once was, hopefully, is our goal. But it's also already brought the community together for everybody to join in and open up and make it very welcoming for the day, whether you're a resident of West Paris, if you're coming from away to visit, whether it's, within Maine or within New England or from far away. There'll be a little bit of something for everybody. And West Paris is also a very walkable village, so you can park, enjoy the old home days, and then you could legitimately walk around the town to the rest of what we've just mentioned during the course of the day, or you could drive yourself around if you'd like to. There's also the Great Falls Train Club display in the town office. There's quite a train display that's going to be set up in the town office for the day. People can come and view it, I believe, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes.
And that will be something very exciting for train enthusiasts as well as children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that the Great Falls Model Railroad Club? Does that ring a bell?
That is exactly it.
Okay,
yes.
great. Because they're very popular and they have quite a following.
Really?
So yeah,
Really good.
It's a great get.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing up the correct name, because I was at a loss for the full name. But I know that it's very popular, and I think that it's something that you don't get to see all of the time, and they are being generous enough to come and set this up for us. Yeah. The other thing that we're doing that we haven't mentioned is Derby Plinko.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Well, the neat thing about, for me, when I got to West Paris, is they have a Derby Hill that was built in 1965. It was Maine's first Derby Hill, and it's an official asphalt Derby Hill that 3 times a summer they have Derby races at, and they will open it up, like Kim said, for kids to participate and see what it's like to actually race. Well, afterwards, we're going to set up Derby Plinko, which we're doing a 50-50 draw where you buy a ball and all the balls get put in this bucket and dropped at the top of the hill, and they roll down hitting different obstacles. And the one ball that makes it to the end will be the winner of the 50-50.
I love it. Where can folks find information about West Paris Old Home Days online?
Oh, that's a good one. It's westparisoldhomedays.me.
Doesn't get any simpler than that,
No,
right?
it doesn't.
Yeah.
And we still have spots open for vendors, and it's only $20 to pick a space.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you guys set for volunteers?
We need some.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, there you go. Let's put the call out for volunteers. What types of positions are available?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. So if you want to help out, just get in touch.
Yes, please.
You must have something on the website.
We do.
Folks
We do.
contact
Just
you.
go to westparisoldhomedays.me. There's you can get involved. Click on vendors. You can sponsor still. You can sign up as a volunteer or a vendor.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, volunteers are welcomed right now. We have a lot of people that have offered, and we've assigned them. There are people from the community that had very specific requests of what they'd like to help out with, but we are definitely looking for volunteers.
Indeed.
And sponsors, I mean, we have some great sponsors that have gotten
Absolutely.
involved this year, but if anybody wants to discuss being a sponsor, we'd love to hear from them.
West Paris Old Home Days coming back after a 12-year hiatus, and that's happening on June 27th.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Awesome. Is there anything that we've missed that you'd like our listeners to know?
I mean, other than doing a shout out to sponsors, but I don't know that you want to do a laundry list of sponsors.
We're happy to, these events don't happen without sponsors, so if you want to run through them.
The big sponsors that have stepped up have been Maine Health Stevens Hospital, Ripley and Fletcher Ford, Barefoot Realty, the Poland Corporation. Those are the 4 main ones that really stepped up.
Okay.
Cooper's Farms also stepped up. They're sponsoring the apple pie contest, like Kim had said, they're giving away a bag of apples to anybody who's participating. Just stop by Cooper's Farms and pick up your free bag of apples. We also have Norway Savings Bank. They're stepping up and they're sponsoring the cornhole games.
Okay.
We also have Western Maine Steel, Chandler Funeral Home, the West Paris Baptist Church, Stargazer Farm, the Bobcat Committee, and Rice Works have all stepped up and have helped out in sponsoring, along with Ripple Retreat, of course.
We also are barrel sponsors. I'll just give a shout out to all of them. Bill's Automotive, Cooper Farms, J&K Sporting Goods, Hadley's, Hilltop Pools, the Pullen Corporation, Ripple Retreat, West Paris Provisions, Western Foothills, and Dig Maine Gems. I hope that I've mentioned them all because I don't want to exclude anybody, because everyone has been so generous to step up and accept that we're bringing this back after 12 years and making it all happen, because we couldn't do it without these sponsors.
Wishing you guys a beautiful day. And
Fingers crossed.
a lot of volunteers and a lot of people out there just enjoying everything that West Paris has to offer.
Absolutely. And just, it's already a success because it has brought people together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
As we warned you earlier, we close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions. Kim, we'll start with you.
Perfect.
All right, Kim, putting your professional skills aside, what could you teach someone to do today with 100% certainty?
I can teach them how to grow garlic.
All right. Is there a secret?
No, not in my opinion. I don't think that there's a secret. You just have to have a decent product to start with. Or, I mean, you could just start with grocery store garlic and put it in the ground. And I like to plant it with a good amount of bone meal and mulch it over. And you do that in the fall, and then you really just sit on it until spring. And then I give it a dose of blood meal. And soon, in July, we'll be cutting the scapes off. And then later, late summer, early fall, we'll have the actual garlic. So I don't think there's a big secret to it, but I taught myself how to grow it. And
There's a technique.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff, same question.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's not garlic, that's for sure. I don't know. Teach somebody how to do something 100%.
Can I jump in and give you a
Yes, please.
suggestion?
Yes, please.
Because you seem like you're at a loss here.
I am totally at a loss.
What about your group that you do? Like, you lead a group.
Oh, I do.
And that, I mean, that's not, I don't look at it as like professional, like your military career, but
You're talking the recovery group?
yeah,
Yes, every Tuesday.
you're showing them how to do it.
I am. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Every Tuesday from 5 to 6 at Ripple Retreat and online, I host a recovery meeting called Ripples of Recovery, where those of us who are in long-term recovery, we discuss what's good in our life now that we're sober. We don't focus on the bad, we focus on the good. So yes, I teach how to focus on the positive in your life. Because, trust me, during the meeting, we pretty much all well up with gratitude. You'll get choked up during that meeting because you realize how far you've come in life and how good you're doing just to be sober. So, yes, thank you.
All right, JC, you're up, and we'll start with Jeff on this one.
All right. What do you do when you need some inspiration?
I just stop and reflect on what I'm grateful for. And it starts with my grandchildren and my kids and community and sobriety.
It's a great answer.
Same question.
Yep.
So, one of two things. Either spend time with family and friends, people that are closest to me, or the quickest thing that I do when I need that is to take a walk outside.
Yeah.
Whether it's a walk through the woods or if it's gardening season. I'll walk through the garden just to get outside in nature, get a little bit of sunshine. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
It makes a world of difference
Yeah.
just getting outside.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. All right. Final question, and we'll start with Kimberly. Kimberly, how would you describe your dream vacation?
That's easy. The beach. Specifically the ocean. Sand, blue water. Yes.
Are you reading? Are you tanning? Are you swimming? What's happening?
All of that.
All of that.
Yeah,
All right.
all of that. Probably less on the reading end and more on the setting, soaking it all in, or jumping into the ocean.
Do you have a specific place in mind?
Actually, the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. I love St. John.
Yeah.
I love the Dominican Republic too. I mean, anywhere.
Put me on a beach.
Put me on a beach.
Put her on a beach. Give her an umbrella.
I like the casualness of St. John.
Yeah.
Because it's a very casual island that's not pretentious, but it feels safe and it's beautiful. And I can't remember how many beaches are there, but like you can go to different beaches every single day, which is what I do when I go there.
Jeff, same question. How would you describe your dream vacation?
Other than pitching a tent in my backyard, because the 11 acres with the hills and the the woods and the pond, and is to grab my backpack and wander the world. I did that for 8 months once, and that's a lot of fun when you don't have a destination. You just get lost in the world.
That sounds amazing.
It was.
Where did you go?
Ooh,
Aside from everywhere.
Amsterdam, Indonesia, Australia, Brazil, all over Europe. I walked the Camino de Santiago, which is across northern Spain.
Did you have a favorite place?
Portugal. That's my favorite. Yes. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
What did you learn about the human condition on your journeys?
What I learned is humanity is not dead.
Yeah.
At all. Everybody's the same all over the world. We're all trying hard.
Yep.
And wow, people, humanity's not dead. That's for sure.
Good to know. We can't top that, so we're going to end the show right there. Kim and Jeff, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. If you're a business or nonprofit here in the Western Maine area and would love to join us on Lydia's Lunch Bunch, I'd love to connect with you. You can reach me directly at jacey@lydiamediallc.com. That's JACEY@lydiamediallc.com.